Welcome to Winning Strides, your gateway to the realm of horse racing. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, racing enthusiasts. We're gearing up for a thrilling afternoon at the Mysore races this Wednesday, October 10th. With 6 exciting races on the schedule, starting at 2:30 p.m. and culminating at 5 p.m., we're in for a fantastic day of top-notch racing action. Opening the card is the LTHA Mahal Plate, a 1,100-meter contest for horses rated 0 to 25. This sprint is all about pace, with a smart jump likely to shape the outcome. Keep an eye on a few standouts who should be making their moves as they round the final bend. Our picks for this race are horse number 5, Country's Light, horse number 6, Arigato, and horse number 10, Bacchus. Dear racing patrons, we strongly advise exercising caution when wagering on this race. Country's Light ran an eye-catching third in his last start, finishing strongly despite some traffic troubles. This gelding has since stripped fitter, as evidenced by his sharp final track work, and now looks primed for a big effort. With conditions favoring his running style, he shapes as the one they all have to beat here. Arigato produced an impressive finish from the back of the field last time out, closing well to end up mid-pack. The positive jockey switch and improvement in fitness since then are positive indicators that he is ready to make his presence felt. Should be right in the mix at the busy end if he gets a clean trip. Bacchus set a strong early pace before weakening late in his previous run. He's shown steady progress in his morning work since, and with the scales tipping favorably this time, he has the speed and stamina to lead them a long way. Could be the one to spring a surprise if he's left alone up front. Race number 2. It's time for the second race of the day, the Pavani Plate. This race is crafted for horses rated 20 to 45 over a distance of 1,400 meters. Our standout picks for this electrifying event are horse number 1, Orel, horse number 2, Sergeant Reckless, and horse number 7, Coyote Girl. Orel. This filly caught the eye when finishing a strong 4th in her last outing. Stripping fitter from that experience, she now steps down in trip, which looks more suited to her running style. With her improved fitness and promising form, she deserves serious consideration and could be primed to redeem herself in this spot. Sergeant Reckless, a beaten favorite in his last start, where he finished a close second after a late charge, this gelding looks fit and well. His track trials suggest he's ready to go, and the positive jockey change could be the key to making amends. Expect him to be right there at the busy end. Coyote Girl. This filly rattled home to just miss out in her last start, losing on the final stride to the favorite Natural One. She has since been working impressively and retains her sharpness. With her current form, she's more than capable of making the finish very interesting. Race number 3. We have reached the third race of the day, the Sri Kantirava Narasimharaja Sports Club Trophy. This race is tailored for horses rated 40 to 65 over a distance of 1,400 meters. My top picks for this contest include horse number 3, Hand of God, horse number 8, Sharuk, and horse number 5, Ashwaveda. Hand of God. This colt put up a gutsy performance in his last start, where he rattled home to lose on the last stride in the F.K. Irani Memorial Million. He has shown marked improvement, and his latest workouts indicate that he's primed and ready to go one better. With conditions in his favor, he should be the one to beat here. Sharuk, her effort in the Mysore 1000 Guineas Grade 3 is best ignored. This filly has been working impressively since, and now returns to a more suitable class. With a top jockey back in the saddle, expect her to be a strong contender right there at the finish. Ashwaveda. She caught the eye with a bold run in her last outing, finishing an impressive 3rd. With a positive jockey change and consistent track work, she appears to be peaking at the right time and could spring a surprise here. We arrive at the main event of the day, race number 4, the Mysore Desara Sprint Championship Grade 2. This 1,200-meter contest reserved for 3-year-old horses and over. Promises to be an enthralling spectacle. My top contenders for this event are horse number 2, Isn't She Beautiful? Horse number 3, Aldgate, and horse number 7, Emreli. Isn't She Beautiful? This mare has been on a sensational run, completing a hat trick in splendid fashion. Her excellent track work suggests she's holding her form well and is in top shape to secure her 4th win on the trot. With conditions in her favor, she stands out as the day's best bet. Aldgate, a proven challenger, this gelding has run twice second to the formidable Isn't She Beautiful? His recent workouts indicate that he's continuing to improve and could be 3rd time lucky if the favorite shows any signs of vulnerability. Expect him to be right there at the finish. Emreli finished a notable 3rd in her last start, charging home from the back of the field behind Isn't She Beautiful? This filly has been showing impressive improvement in her track trials and now looks set to prove her mettle in this competitive sprint. With a slight tweak in running style, she could throw up a surprise and make things interesting. Race number 5. It's time for the 5th race of the day. The Urs Car Trophy, tailored for horses rated 60 and above over a distance of 1,200 meters. Our picks for this race are horse number 1, Vijay Falcon, horse number 8, Brave Trooper, and horse number 6, Sulphur Bullet. Vijay Falcon lost out narrowly to the outstation favorite Tripitaka in his last start, where he was edged out on the last stride. This gelding is clearly in top form, and his recent workouts indicate that he's maintained peak fitness. With conditions to suit, he should be given a solid chance to make amends and can prove to be a leading contender here. Brave Trooper produced a gallant effort to finish an impressive 2nd behind the heavily backed Czar in his last start. He has been moving well in morning trials and now runs with a positive jockey switch, indicating his connection's confidence in his chances. Expect him to be right there at the busy end. Sulphur Bullet justified favoritism and scored in fine style on demotion in his previous outing. This gelding now returns to the higher class and has been working impressively in his recent track trials. With a new overseas jockey taking the reins, he is expected to be right in the mix and could easily make it 2 in a row. We've reached the grand finale of the day, race number 6. The Trevan Plate, a tricky 1,200-meter sprint for horses rated 40 to 65. Expect a nail-biting finish as the contenders battle it out to close the day's racing on a high note. Our picks for this race are horse number 7, NRI Touch, horse number 5, Hastings Sunrise, and horse number 8, Spiritual Force. NRI Touch. This gelding comes into this race off a commanding victory in his last start, showcasing both speed and fitness. Now stepping up in class, he has been maintaining excellent form, as evidenced by his impressive final workouts. With all indications pointing towards another strong performance, he is well poised for an encore and should be considered a leading contender. Hastings Sunrise. Although her last run can be best overlooked, she previously finished an impressive 2nd behind the hot favorite, Silver Spring. Her training sessions have been noteworthy, indicating that she is in fine fettle. With an allowance claim and a favorable drop in the scales, she has the potential to make a significant impact and could be right in contention at the busy end. Spiritual Force. This gelding ran a commendable 3rd in his last outing, finishing just behind the formidable Silver Spring. With that race under his belt, he is expected to have gained valuable fitness and experience. He appears to be on an upward trajectory and should be given a solid chance to redeem himself in this race. Winning Strides. Thanks you for watching. We would love it if you could subscribe, like, and share our videos with fellow patrons.